Hey there, welcome to the Vital Blend. I'm Anthony. Thanks for coming by my page. And I just wanted to talk today about one thing I've noticed is that people seem to be concerned that they're not getting enough. They're not getting enough nutrients out of their food, not getting enough vitamins and minerals and protein and all of this. And I guess that they're concerned because the media maybe is one reason. They're telling them that you're not getting enough. You need more and more. You need more protein. You need more vitamins and minerals. And we also kind of live in a world now where if you're told that a little bit is good of something, then just, order me 50, stack them up by the back door, But we have to understand that while the human body is very complicated on the inside, when it comes to what we're supposed to be eating, less is more. Keeping it simple is key. And I want to give you a different way of looking at it, because you can go down the rabbit hole of, am I getting enough of this and that? It can make you anxious. It can make you feel like you can't do this diet. And so I think a lot of people are concerned that, they want these vitamins and minerals because they know that their body could use it. And that's what they want them for, right? But what if you were working on a project, right, at your house, and you needed a tool and you placed the order for it? There's no guarantee that you're going to get it. I mean, the first thing is it has to be in stock and it has to get to you. And if either of those two things don't happen, then you don't get what you ordered. And I think a lot of people think that when they eat food, that they automatically get everything out of it that is promised. If it's got a lot of vitamins or minerals, then I'm going to be getting that too. And you have to understand that, like placing an order for something, if you put something into your mouth, you have to break it down and digest it first, and then you have to absorb it. Okay? And if either of those two things are not happening, or both, then you're not getting it. And so this is a problem. A lot of people have this problem. Why would you not be getting it? A lot of people are struggling with the absorption. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about here, is why you wouldn't be able to absorb the vitamins and minerals, let's say, in the food that you're eating. I want you to know that in your small intestine and large too, there are these finger-like villi, and they are there to grab all of the nutrients that you're eating from your food, kind of like the roots of a tree underneath the ground, grabbing all the minerals and everything, right? And so if this is blocked, if these villi are smothered and covered, then they can't do their job. Well, why would they be covered? What's covering them? Well, I'm going to show you something. It's called mucoid plaque. All right, and it's pretty gross. It even looks like poop. But, you've heard me talk about plaquing in your arteries to your heart and stuff like that, and you get plaques in your intestines too. And maybe you've eaten dairy, let's say, and you've gotten some phlegm in your throat, right? Whenever you eat something that's foreign that your body does not need, it creates phlegm and mucus so that you can get it out. And that's when you cough up the phlegm and everything, right? The same thing happens on the inside. When you're eating foods that your body does not agree with and that it wants these substances out, it creates phlegm and mucus. And this is happening down in your GI tract. And so what happens is this builds up. And so the combination of you eating foods that form this and not eating the right foods that clean it, then it sits there and it gets black and it smothers your villi. It prevents them from getting the nutrients that you need. You take a test and it tells you you're low in this, you're low in this, you're low in this, and what do? You think supplement. I got to go get a pill. I got to go get something. And we're not getting to the root cause. We're treating the symptoms. And you need to be thinking about it in terms of, why am I not absorbing the food that I'm eating? Okay, so you got to start thinking about in terms of, instead of, am I getting enough? I'd say, yeah, you're getting enough. Don't worry about it. Focus more on, am I eating the right foods for my body, for my design, that will not only give me what I need, but it will clean me out. Okay, because you've got to eat, you have to take in what you need, but you got to keep yourself clean. We are like a self-cleaning oven, but we have to get out of our own way. Because if we are eating in a way that pollutes us, and we're eating a lot of these foods that cause this type of plaque, all right, that's going to be like your really acidic foods, your animal foods, cheese, dairy, processed foods like refined grains and refined sugars. It causes this plaquing, a lot of this kind of like a mucus inside of your system. And if you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables to clean you out, then it's going to sit there. And this can lead to all kinds of problems. One of the things, talking about weight loss, I've talked about this before, where in your stomach you've got these receptors, stretch and nutrient. Well, if you're eating a lot of food, but the nutrients aren't coming in, you're still going to be hungry, right? You may have even felt this before, where it's like, I'm eating, but I'm still hungry. Well, that's because you're not really absorbing everything that you should be. And so this is what I try to help people with when I work with them, is to identify what's going on, looking at the symptoms, shifting from this highly acidic diet that's causing all of this mucus and everything, and going to the alkaline side, going to the fruits and vegetables, in particular raw, because that's really what you want. You want the alkalizing side to try to break all this stuff out. I've talked about acidity versus alkalinity, how acidity makes things coagulate. Well, when you start eating more alkaline, more fresh fruits and vegetables, you can break this stuff up and flush it out of your system. And so, as I said, don't focus on what I'm not getting. Focus on, am I eating the right foods for my human design? Am I eating these foods that are giving me what I need and cleaning me out? Okay? That's what I want you to be thinking about more. And so if you need help with any of this, reach out. This is what I do. I have a free consult, all right? So take advantage. Let's talk about how we can shift your diet to serve you better. All right, let me know if this stuff makes sense, if you have any questions, and if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to share it, with someone that you know, because most people are eating in a way that causes this kind of buildup inside of them. And you could go for years thinking that you're fine. Oh, I'm healthy, I'm doing fine, but yet this stuff is brewing inside. And one day, that's usually what happens. You'll hear, I've heard this in plenty of stories of people that turn their health around. They're like, one day, I had these pains. One day I felt nauseous. One day I felt this, and I was out of whack for weeks. The straw that broke the camel's back. And this is why we want to live in a way that prevents any kind of disease. We don't want to be putting ourselves in a situation where we're constantly, day after day, meal after meal, polluting ourselves, thinking we're all right, but then we're not. All right, so let me know if this was helpful. Drop any comments below. Would love to know what you think about it. I want you to love yourself. I want you to eat more plants, and I will see you soon.